Hi everyone, and welcome to Music Marketing Week 6. We have a lot of questions to get through today, so thank you all for sending them in, finally, because I see y'all watching those videos, but I don't see as many questions coming in until this week, so I appreciate it. Come live when you can, every Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, or send your questions to me, Kisos, at It's Kisos, everywhere, Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, wherever the heck you're going to hit me up. And we got just kind of like we got a mishmash today. We got a mishmash of good stuff to go through. Some basic stuff and some other stuff that you might not really think about or know. Finally home from your chorus competition. Oh, ice cream. Yes. How was it? And yes, I will kill you, Hifa. I'll kill you in May. Don't worry. I'll make it slow and sensual. Scrap your pop and career in Screamo. Is my color more apropos now? Apropos. Here, I'll just scoot back a little bit because I feel like sometimes I feel like I'm super overexposed and it shows it in the screen, but then later it like I wasn't ever. It's so confusing. I don't know what's up with Bigfoot's computer. Anyway, so the first thing we're going to be talking about today is giveaways. This goes for Twitch streamers too. Like even if you're not in music, a lot of people do giveaways as a way to find new fans, and that's not really how you should be doing it. It can get you new people, but a lot of times what it does is it just gets people coming to you that are looking for giveaways. Like they just want the free shit. So what's better to do is to do giveaways for the people that are already supporting you. That's why I don't do giveaways for just anybody. If we're doing a giveaway on Twitch, we're doing it for our subscribers. And like the higher tier you subscribe, you get more entries. Or, you know, you have to do a giveaway where it's like, okay, people are gonna, it's not just a follow and like your picture and whatever, a comment someone that they would love to share this with. Like that's not gonna, it's gonna get you impressions, but it's not gonna get you an interested fan. And it's definitely not gonna turn someone who's already supporting you into wanting to support you more. They're just gonna be like, okay, who cares? Like they'll participate, but the difference I'm saying is, for example, if you're like talking to the people that you support you and they're like, hey, send me a screenshot that you downloaded my single and I'll enter you into a giveaway. That's different from saying I'm going to enter you into a giveaway. Or, you know, people that are like giving away game keys and stuff on here. It's like, you're just going to give it, like people are just going to be searching anywhere to get a game key or, you know, just all that stuff. So like that, if you're doing a giveaway for people that already support you, it makes them feel like they are investing in something that's worth it. It makes them feel like they're in something more exclusive, or like giving people extra advantages for supporting you. So like when people bought my merch, everyone who bought my merch, I gave them VIP in my stream. So if you're not a streamer, you can figure out something else, but it's just like different ways to shout them out or be like, hey, you know, you do this, you do that, I'll send you this, or I'll give you like a special credit on this track if you whatever, you know, you can just figure things out like that. So that's all I wanted to say, because it seems like a lot of people are using giveaways as a way to get attention, which you'll get attention, but it's not the kind of attention that you want. It's okay to give more entries to higher tier subs, but not mods. See, I also kind of disagree with that, because I see my mods as tier 3 no matter where they're subscribed, because they're volunteering their time. So I mean, I guess that makes sense though, not to give them more entries. I don't know. That's kind of a personal thing, but I mean, it's an interesting way to think about it. Like, I like to give them as much as I can because they're volunteering their time at this point. But I also understand it's like, girl, if the mods are always winning, then it's like, why am I here? So you really got to figure out a balance for that. Giveaways. Right. Okay. Yeah. No, that makes sense. We were defending our previous entrant. We lost by 15 points, but second place is not horrible. No, it's not. Girl, second place is lit. First loser is lit. Been there, done that. I'm for it. Maybe a free entry is fine. Just not like the same as like a T3 entry. Yeah, maybe like one extra, but not like 18. Okay, and then here's where I'm going to kind of start to jump around a little bit. There's a difference between, if you don't care about being super serious, then honestly, you're not going to be taken super serious. And if you're okay with that, then you're okay with that. Like, there's no reason, not everyone has to be going into music 100%. Like, guns blazing, gung-ho, I'm going to make this my career. Some people do it because it's fun, and of course, they want new people to be introduced to them. And and find their music, but they don't need to be like, they're not trying to, get all this press or, necessarily invest in themselves as much, which is fine. But what I want to say is, if you're trying to make it, bitch, you better be trying to make it. You better be paying attention to all the details. You better be like thinking about the way that you're wording things. You better be thinking about how you're presenting your Instagram. I don't like social media. It is boring. It is such a hassle. I literally go out of my way to take pictures because I'm like, well, I guess I should go take a picture because I need something to post on Instagram and, blah, 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 blah. But it's like, if your Instagram is crustaceous, people are not going to take you seriously. And if people aren't taking you seriously, then you're wasting a lot of effort. And it kind of, yes, it sucks that, you care so much about the music and you just want people to care about the music. But if you're not putting that effort into everything and showing the brand and showing all of this polish, then people aren't ever going to make it to your music. Or they're going to think like, the music's good, but like the branding isn't. Like, so that goes for single art. That goes for your imagery on social media. It doesn't have to be like professional pictures, but I'm just saying, don't upload just like something trash, like where it's like you can't really tell what you're seeing, or just like a picture of your food. And like, nobody care about that. That's the other thing too. Oh my God, there's just so much to talk about. There's a lot of different ways to approach what you're posting on Instagram. Like, my Instagram is still a pretty personal Instagram, I would say. We'll look through right now. And a lot of people don't share anything personal, which is totally fine, but you have to figure out what works best for your voice and style and stick with it. If you saw all the posts that I archived, I gotta be careful because I have some titties on here, huh? I'm probably gonna archive this. I'm archived this already and then just decided to bring it back. Oh, I'm so scared I have titties out. Oops, there's titties. Oops, there's titties. Oh my God, there's titties everywhere. Oh my God. Oh my God, there's titties everywhere. Oh my God, escape the titties. Anyway. But here's the thing. You know what? I'm just going to have to sacrifice this because it's for a learning purpose. It's for an educational purpose. So fuck it. My entire brand really is titties. I mean, it's not, but a lot of my like press photos have had titties in them. But it was for a specific reason. So like here's the story that like I'm telling. Why did I post this? Even though it doesn't have as many likes as my other stuff, why do I keep it up? Hifa!
Sometimes I like to imagine you being in a plague in DBD and puking all over me.
Thank you.
Green juice, that's true, so romantic.
Can I be your stream giveaway? You still have the chance to go to internationals? Oh, that's awesome. What's the point of getting immediate attention if they won't follow you in the long term? Exactly. Like, that's the other thing too. Like, I used to have 1,500 followers or something. I literally deleted people until I had 1,222. I remember that number because it was fancy, it rhymed. But I deleted a lot of people that were following me. I made them unfollow me because they were like bots and they were things that I could tell they were following like 10,000 people. And it's like, I don't need to be followed by someone like that. But it was also because I like tried this Instagram service to like grow my followers and that I was just curious about. And then I like regretted it because I was like, oh my God. Like, I did actually meet some cool people through it. I love the pictures you post with natural lighting. Oh, thank you. I think they've come through really good. But so here's the thing. You want to be telling a story with your Instagram. Like, you want to share some press, share your single art, share some cute stuff, share some live music, share your travel, share, like, this shows that I have, supporters that care about me, like someone fucking drew me. You want to show, number one, that you're thankful for your supporters because you should be, but also that you have supporters, period. You want to show that you have, some natural pictures. You want to show that you've been investing in yourself and have some, hopefully a little bit more professional pictures, something quirky and funny. You want to show that you know how to brand yourself and make these kinds of designs and things. You want to show, again, press. You want to show live shit. You kind of want to show your friends, your family, your love life. Well, I do. Not everyone does. Like, here's another amazing nipply Instagram. He's one of my favorite artists. He's amazing. He is very much like aesthetic, like Tumblr. Oh, there's a butt. I'm literally going to get banned for this, but it's whatever. I'm teaching people things. So, but you can see it's very like, it's not personal at all. Like, except for this friend, like he's really not sharing anyone. And that's totally fine too. But again, you just want it to be consistent. And you want your pictures to look good. Like, learn how to not just put on a filter, but actually, like, you don't have to go in Photoshop, but take a little moment. Yes, I remember when I almost got you banned, Cornflake. But you want to take a little moment to, when you're uploading a picture, brighten it up a little. Bitch, I edited this. No wonder it looks so golden. I edited it. I made the little background a little more blurry. I did the basic shit. I did some basic shit. And then there's a reason why I only have 125 posts, because I archive a lot of shit. I archive a lot of stuff. Because sometimes I post it just so people know I exist, because that's the annoying thing about social media. You have to post, if you're a brand, if you're a business like we are, at least if you're learning this stuff, you have to, just be visible and be out in front of people. Professional amateur at Insta editing. Girl, hire Haley. Yeah, I almost got Cornflake banned because I had this client that had a really amazing music video. But I don't know how I forgot, because I'd seen it so many times, but I think I just loved it so much and wanted to share it that I sent it to him. And then I was like, oh my God, there's like half naked men. Oh my God, they're like miming fellatio in the gym locker room. Oh my God, there's a sex scene here. Oh my God, they're doing drugs. Like, you need to turn this off right away. I forgot. I'm so sorry. And thank you, Pilgrim. Thank you for leaving the stream open. I don't know if I said that out loud. Like the most recent share your tatas. Thank you, ice cream. But so yeah, sometimes I just post shit just to post it. Like, if y'all remember, I posted something a while back where I had like a little flower in my hair, and I said something. It was like some T-Pain quote. Oh, put one of them little flowers in your ear, got you looking like a fly mamacita. Like, that's not on here anymore, because it didn't add to my color scheme. It didn't add to my like live quotient. It didn't add to my personability per se. Like, you could have traded that photo out with any of these. Sent to Rami Malcolm, I think it was Need for Speed, and the whole thing is about him stripping off at working his butt. I someone forgot that wasn't. Yeah, that happens. Okay, and then going off of that, talking about finding the right hashtags. So when people do hashtags, I saw pictures of teenager Kisos. Did you? I have a couple. Let's go down. Oh my God, what's happening? These aren't teenager, but they're younger. There might be some teenager mixed in. Oh my God, when I met my queen, Jasmine Sullivan. But see, I also deleted a lot of pictures that I used to have here, because I was like, okay, if someone's looking and wants to scroll all the way to the bottom, I want them to have the highlights. Oh yeah, on my Facebook. But I want to show my progression. Like this, my first picture here is me writing my first song. And then you see me kind of like starting to sing a little bit more, doing covers, working on production, seeing an artist that inspires me, throwing back to something cool that I could shout out, showing my studio setup, showing me hanging out with friends, showing me at another concert, showing me starting my business, showing me being sexy because I'm a little thought and sometimes you got to do that, showing my first press. Like, I guess I'll just walk you through. And then, I do try to keep the color somewhat, like I try to keep it interesting. Anyway, to hashtags. A lot of people don't know what they're doing with hashtags. And I will say, I don't have everything figured out, but I got some things figured out. And that's how I made these two pictures get hella likes back to back, was just because of hashtags. Like you can see, most of my other stuff gets like around 100 likes, 100 to 150. That one got amazing because that was in Billboard, even without hashtags. And that one kind of like trended mini me too. But especially these two, 553 and 345, you can tell I did something right with my hashtags there. Because compared to my followers, I should not be getting more than like 100 likes is solid. Gay hashtags, yes please. Hashtag what the fuck is hashtag? And they don't work on every time. It definitely takes a certain kind of picture and it takes the right hashtags. I have a note document of hashtags in here that I can show you. Like I have hashtags for figure modeling, I have hashtags for travel, I have hashtags for if I'm doing a live show, I have hashtags for when I'm streaming, I have hashtags for new single, new music, for if I'm uploading a cover, if I'm doing photography, if I'm doing outdoor type of photo, if it's something that's more like a lifestyle thing. I found a group that worked for me really well. Yeah, number one, hashtags for dummies. I found a group that worked really well for me after just trying things for literally years. Like I've had like a picture kind of blow up before a couple times, but it seemed to happen more recently with like these three, especially. So here's the thing. Oh, and the reason I do that too is because if I'm posting a picture, I don't want to have to go think about what hashtags I used before. And I also do that for all my clients. I have a list of hashtags that I use for them and I flip some in and out. but for the most part, it's pretty set. And you can also like look at my, if you look at my, if you look at my business account, look how many followers I have. Look how many likes I get. That's a lot of likes. And they're not like likes from real people, so it doesn't matter a lot of the times, but it's still nice to get some likes. I do sometimes get followers from this, but on my personal, I get actual real followers from hashtags sometimes. So here's what you do. Start finding some hashtags. For me, I was kind of uncomfortable with it, honestly. It felt kind of thirsty. It felt kind of gross doing these hashtags, especially when you're saying like cute gay boy. It's like, oh God, that feels so gross. But then you start trending in there and getting like 20 followers who are like, oh my God, I found your music. I love your music. I just bought this single. Oh my God, I'm going to follow you on Twitch. Oh my God, I just bought your merch. You get over the fact that hashtags are a little vapid, you know? So for example, I actually probably shouldn't Google some of those hashtags, but okay. I kind of go by category. I don't want to show the gay hashtags because who knows what's going to show up. Music, love, good. See, those are the ones you don't want to use. You don't want to use big hashtags. You want to use like, okay, let's look at NYC music. Let's look at how many people. There's 200,000 in here. And I've been trending in here before. Typically, you want to kind of do hashtags between like 50,000 and like a couple 100,000. Because if you're in like doing love, like look at love. How many posts are there for love? 1.5 billion people are posting about love, okay? If 1.5 billion people are posting about love, do you know how many posts that is per second? Do you know that you have like a 0% chance of your picture being seen or liked by anyone except bots? So that's why I do like NYC music, SF music, like places that I have a connection to. You can see SF music is a lot smaller, and sometimes it's good to just start in smaller ones because again, they're easier to pick up some traction in, and even though it would be less traction overall, the more traction you get in one of these hashtags, the more likely the algorithm is like, oh, they're doing well, I'm going to put them up in this one and this one and this one, or put them on the explore page. So that's why I do some music ones. NYC music, indie artist is kind of a big one, I think. Yeah, that one's kind of big. That one's 2 million. So I do a mix of smaller ones and bigger ones so that the smaller ones can hopefully snowball into the bigger ones. Hi, Raga. Hi, Spellcheck. Some cute boys. Also, keep in mind, you have to have a public profile for this. Indie pop, original music, DIY music. So it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 gay music. So it's about half of my hashtags have something to do with music and the other half have to do with me being gay. So you need to pick out like kind of like the 2 or 3 most important things about yourself or that you think people would search for and be interested in you for and capitalize on those things. So for me, what am I advertising? Music, and girl, if you got it, flaunt it. You got to be a little cocky or you won't get noticed. So I just say, sometimes I even say like single gay or whatever, even though I'm not single, but I know there's thirsty bitches on there that are looking for, you know, single gays. So I'm like, if you want to come be my friend, let's do it. Let's do it. Girl, that's my new emote. We got new emotes as affiliates. I'm waiting for them to unlock my next slot because we have a super cute rendition of Mallory moving down to tier 1 and then a new one moving into tier 3. So, I mean, that's really a big thing, is just trying it out. I also, you know, depending on what it is, let's see, did I delete? Or like, obviously I'm going to hashtag Billboard Pride, Billboard, like certain things, I change it up. Or like on this, you know, I probably did like singing videos, Charlie XCX, Twitch music, acoustic covers. So you kind of play around with it. But once you notice, hey, I'm getting a lot more likes when I use these certain hashtags versus these ones, and just kind of switching things in and out, he doesn't care. He knows I'll do what I got to do. It's worth the occasional creepy DM. And yes, you will get some of those. Actually, haven't gotten any dick pics, but I just get some that are like eyes and like a squirt or something. And I'm like, okay. But you also get like sometimes you do get really sweet people. You really do. And like after these 2 photos kind of blew up, girl, so did my followers. I got like 30, 40 followers that stayed, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And and I noticed more clicks to my website. I noticed pics to whatever. Do you have a bulge pic? Kind of. Bulge pics are all a lie. You know, nowadays, like everyone who's uploading pictures of underwear, like the dick bulge is built in there. Like he ain't got it like that. And if he do, you can't tell yet. Okay. Riss, did you have anything specifically else about hashtags or Instagram or anything that you wanted me to talk to on that note? Let's look at Riss's beautiful Instagram. Let's go through it. I think it's very cute. I think he does a good job with a color scheme. I think it's a good mix of just like selfies, but also more like interesting things. You're like, what the fuck is this? You call it nightmares? Nope, still nightmares. Cute captions. Yeah. And it's like you see his music clear. Like the only thing that if this were my Instagram, all I would have done is just added like a video of me singing live or something, or like doing a live version, just something where they can actually hear me. That's like it. Maybe I should use hashtags. Can we see this is his Insta. And he has a nice link here. Very cute. Yeah. How are we talking about things? Is it worth it to actually do music and artist hashtags as such? I think so. I think so. People are definitely looking for you less. Oh, fuck. Sorry. Forgot. So this is what I was looking at. I was like, this is like, these are like aesthetic. It's like artsy. You're like, oh, what is this? That's freaky. You see him with friends. You see him being cute and just hanging out. You see a pic of him as a kid with like a cute story. You see like a cute scarf, music. And that's why all I was saying was like, I don't know what this video is. You singing? Oh, he is singing. I remember I watched this and then I was like, I keep seeing Dorian Electra everywhere. And I haven't listened to it, so I've never listened to them. So then I went and listened to Dorian Electra and I was like, oh, I love them. Already looked at this. Yeah, I mean, I did show it really quick. Do regular people check music hashtags and listen? I would say they don't. Like, the thing is, here's the thing. If you're trying to get followers, you kind of have to go with what is it about you that's gonna make other people come in, and a lot of times it's not the music. It depends. If you're doing like covers, sometimes people are looking through covers, but a lot of the time when you're going through like music hashtags, it's just people that want to promote themselves to other people. So you know, they're more like, check out my single, listen to this link in my bio. All I'm saying is go follow. Yes, let's link it. Oh, Ross.
I don't
Oh my
know
gosh,
why
wait,
you
I didn't
put
even
up
put
with
on
me
my
for
one
so
earlier.
long.
Didn't someone sub earlier too? Yeah, James, I didn't even put this on. Ross, thank you for that 10-month tier 3 sub. My God, darling. I'm fucking dying. Fucking dying. Girl, Ross, I put up with you because we growing together, baby. We all growing together. But for me, I just keep the music hashtags in there on the off chance that a music person comes. And also because I want to show up in the music things so that if I trend, I do show up in the music things. Maybe someone, or maybe I show up in an explore page that's associated, like someone who's interested in music, but not specifically going through music hashtags, because that's kind of how it works. Like whatever hashtags you like, or like you start to like things from, that shows up in your explore page. So even if it's not a thing of like, oh, I'm specifically looking for NYC music or indie covers or whatever, maybe I would just pop up in there, explore me doing like a song or whatever. And then they're like, oh, this guy's great. Let me follow him. So I do still keep those in there just to also make it a little, again, less vapid and feel like I have some substance in there with my hashtags. Instead of just feeling like I'm totally selling out on like being attractive. It's like, again, that's the least important thing about people. So a lot of things are the least important thing about people. What's important about me is sharing my music and sharing fun stuff. Like I just want to share fun stuff. So, and feel free to ask anything at any time, Riss or anyone. Dumbo language, the elephant in Disney. Okay, I might not go through everything because I have a lot of stuff to say apparently today. So I'm actually just gonna go through a couple more. Let's see. Well, I guess I'll just go through all this stuff that's kind of Instagram related. That makes sense. Okay, so here's the other thing. Sorry, I'm gonna go back to we're really spending a long time on Instagram. So you're Insecute? I think you have nipples, so I'm scared to go there. Thank you, Riss. My roommate bought them for me for my birthday as a present for stream. So every time someone subscribes, I put one on. Okay, so here's the other thing. You guys need to learn how to do, if you can afford Photoshop or some type of editing thing, there's a lot of apps too, like Canva and Open? I can't remember, but look up photo editing apps so that you can make graphics like this. This is not fancy, but this is also not what the article looks like. And you want to be posting, let's say someone covers you. You don't want to just post, let me show you. You'll see why I edited it. Is this me? No. Billboard is here. Queer Necessities is here. There's no big billboard headline. I'm not there. I'm all the way down here. There's no picture by me. Where am I? I'm actually not that far down. I'm here. So I could like just have posted a clip of this on Instagram, or I could have posted this person who's not me on Instagram, or I could have maybe posted snipped this part. But I was like, no, they need to know who I am and where I am. My female presenting nipples would get me banned. I know. I would get, oh God. It's such a mess. I feel like, we don't need to go there right now. I have a lot to say on that too. I know I have nipples, but I'm just saying like, I already handled those nipples. I'm trying not to show as many nipples. I'm trying to show as few nipples as I have to. Oh, let me see. Let me go through. But actually, let me finish my thought on this first. So that's why you can see, compared to if I had posted something like this that's not of me, versus if I put in that extra time, 20 minutes, whatever, to make this, that is going to be more intriguing to the people that follow me. They're going to be more likely to like, they're going to be more likely to comment, they're going to be more likely to share this post because it's actually me in the post. And if I wanted to do something like promote this post, that would make a lot more sense versus promoting a post about me that has a picture of someone else. And then I made this other one. This one I didn't spend as much time on because I was like, I just wanted another picture really quick. But again, I cut this dude's picture out. You can kind of see here. I stole it from that. And I just cut it out and then put my own thing around it. And it's kind of misaligned because I was like, I was having trouble with it. And I was like, I'm not going to spend too much time on this. But just knowing how to do some really basic graphic design stuff, it takes time. It takes so much time to learn, but once you can do just these basics, it really pays off because like this can make such like 85 comments, bitch. This one didn't do as well, but I knew it wouldn't because I had already posted about it. So I knew people wouldn't be as excited, but I was like, girl, I'm posting about this twice. I posted it at different times too. I posted this at night and this more in the morning. Oh, that's a thing too. Assess your page. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. The other thing, oh God, I was just going to look something up and then I forgot. Queer Necessities. Oh, the timing. You want to look up when your audience is active, and you want to post kind of like a couple hours before that. So right when the audience hits its peak, your thing has already gained traction for maybe like an hour or two. So let me see. My people are most active. I don't really care about what days. Like normally I don't really post on like a Friday because people are busy. But again, it depends on, yeah, I do Photoshop, but there's also apps you can do this in. Like literally I screenshot this. I definitely can't go to my friend's page because he has like butts on there. But he uploaded a picture with that other guy, Simon Curtis, the other artist, here. And I literally just put myself over it, in Photoshop. You could probably do some of this stuff in Paint too, honestly. Okay, but how do where is that? So if you go to your insights, you have to be a business page, which is free to do. If you go to your insights, yeah, I've gained 37 followers since February 24th. It's kind of a lot. What day was this? February 25th. Yeah. So basically since this picture, I've gained 35 followers, which is a lot. In a normal week, I'd gain like 2 that would actually stay. So what I look at here is, for example, you can see on, I don't know why it's showing me Fridays. It's pretty similar though. Like it's pretty similar every day. This is Wednesday. That's my little grid. I normally post at 11 a.m. my time, and you can see that 9 a.m. is lower than 12 a.m. So maybe I should be posting at 12, and then it'll get more likes starting at 12 and 3, but I post like 11 a.m. works for me. Starting right before it starts to kind of go up a little bit more. People are awake on both coasts of the US, so it's something that someone might see right when they wake up on the West Coast versus something someone might see, during closer to lunchtime on the East Coast. And insights are also just fun. I love data and stats and stuff. Kevin hates it. He always is like, oh, I hate when you talk about this. But it's just fun to me to like track and see stuff. Let me go to Haley's. Ooh, this is the last Instagram I will be talking about today. It's cute. She got... Oh, that's the same picture. Oh, no, it's not the same picture. Girl, you are so good at that, what's the word? Expression? Not expression, but like it literally like looks like you photoshopped different clothes on you, except for the background too. But okay, let's look through. It's colorful. It's sweet. There's a lot of pictures of her going out. If I would say anything, I would say like if you're really trying to like curate it, how many posts do you have? I would say if this were my Instagram, I would have posted all these pictures. I think they're all cute, but I would probably start taking some off, like that are less cute than others. Like I would just start to pick my favorites. Like out of every 3, start slow and like take, 1 out or something. And just see the ones that mean the most to me and that would give the best impression of someone else. You have so many archives. I mean, me too. It's your angle. No, I mean, you look really cute. I just thought it was funny because I literally thought it was the same picture uploaded twice. And I was like, why did you do that? But it wasn't. You just are a master. You're a master, Zwalling. Oh yeah, and I didn't say like you have your link in your bio. That's good to have, and having the same picture everywhere. That's always important. Okay, making custom graphics is important. Okay, now the last thing I'm gonna say today on this, because girl, we've been talking for a minute, is make sure, this is still Instagram related, although less so. Make sure that if you're putting your music on Spotify, talk to your DSP, which is your digital service provider, the person who like sends your music to Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, all of that. First of all, if you're releasing music and it's not on those platforms and you want it to be, and you want to be like discovered, then girl, you need to TuneCore, CD Baby, DistroKid, Ditto. There's all these different companies that do it for different fees. I personally use DistroKid because it's like $29 for a year and you can upload unlimited. Everyone has their pros and cons. One of the big pros for DistroKid though is they automatically send your music to the Facebook and Instagram stores. So I think that's a huge thing because a lot of people who, might not otherwise hear your music can now hear it directly. Like if your friend is trying to share, like if my friend, let's use me as an example. Let's say Haley is trying to share my music. Instead of having to link to me or having to do a screen record and find the right spot, blah, 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 she can literally swipe up in her story, go to music, type in Kisos, see all my songs right there. She ain't got to do anything else. Yeah, it's only 15 seconds, but it's a great way to be discovered. So if you are using a service provider and you're on Spotify and all that stuff and you're not in Instagram, message those people. Message your support and tell them, hey, I want to be in Instagram. What do I have to do? Mine, for example, like it automatically sends me to Tidal and some things, but I have to which I haven't done yet. I have to send like my biography separate for Tidal and Deezer or a couple. So just check where you are, make sure you're in the main places, and talk to your support if you are not. But also going off of that, there are so many artists that are only on SoundCloud and Bandcamp. It's great to be on those places. You should be on those places. You should be in as many places as you can. And that's why I just feel like if you're not on Spotify, you're not on iTunes, yeah, it costs a little bit of money, but it's income that will keep coming and coming and coming. Like Happily Ever After has not made me that much money, but it's made me enough money to pay off my whole year of uploading music. So now every time someone streams or buys my music, it's profit. And I don't have to do anything anymore. I already put in the work for my music and I'm getting paid every day. Is it much? No. Is it something? Yeah. Bitch, I will take $1 a day. I will take $1 a day. That's more than I was making before. Before we were making what? 5 cents? Girl, we're about to be $365 richer at the end of this year. Okay, I'm gonna drink some water. There's no water in here. My water bottles. I have like 4 water bottles in here. I keep forgetting to take them out. So I'm gonna drink some water, and then if anyone else has any questions before we start playing some video games, let me know. Keep in mind, even though you can measure income of a single song, you can't measure reputation. Yeah, and that's the other thing too. Like, your music might not be making you that much money. Like, it might be like me, where you're uploading music for like years and you only make $40 total. It's like, but if you hadn't uploaded it, you wouldn't have been discovered. Like, if I hadn't uploaded Diatomize to Spotify and all these places, I don't know if my community would have been as excited to support me, just because it's harder. It's easy for them to go on Spotify and stream it and share it and add it to their playlist and do all this stuff and hype me out and share out a link that other people are more likely to listen to, versus, you know, you might have diehard supporters who, you know, they're gonna be streaming your stuff on Bandcamp, they're gonna be purchasing it, but then if they want to share it to their friends are gonna be like, it's Bandcamp, I don't care. Versus if it's like a Spotify thing that hundreds of millions of people all around the world are using, that's a different story. And then they're more likely to listen and share it and start the snowball effect. That's probably what happened with Cornflake, because I'm still blowing up in Hamilton. Cornflake sent it to a few friends, and then I don't know if they sent it to a few friends, but somehow it's like one of my top cities in the world, and and then like the surrounding area too. Like, Canada is blowing up. Canada's blowing up. Thank you, Hifa. Thank you, Ross. Thank you, Cornflake. Thank you, Juju. Although you're on Apple Music, I think you said. Yeah. Does anyone else have any questions? So today was a big Instagram day. And when I'm thinking about music marketing, I'm typically thinking about like, how are you getting your stuff noticed? But we also always have to bring it back to branding. Because it's just something that a lot of people don't think about. You got to make sure that you're consistent. You got to make sure that you don't have mistakes and typos. You got to make sure your links are working and all of that stuff. Oh, Ross, that's so sweet. That is so cute. Thank you so much. I love that. Y'all, if you haven't followed Ross's music stream that he runs with his boyfriend Tony every week on Saturdays at 5:30. I don't know why I always forget, 5 or 5:30. I think 5 p.m., right? 5 p.m. Eastern time. His boyfriend is a musician, and the empty room appreciated a lot. Girl, it's not going to be empty forever. Yeah, his boyfriend creates songs start to finish on stream over the course of a couple hours and then makes them free to download. So it's cute. 17. Okay, yeah. 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know why I always think 5:30. But yeah, so I mean, you just have to make sure that here's the takeaways for today. Think about your hashtags, try some different hashtags, upload more pictures, take more pictures, even though it sucks. But then if you feel like, oh, those hashtags didn't work, or I don't really care about this picture, I just wanted a picture to kind of have like don't do throwaway pictures on your Instagram. But if it's something where you're like, this is cute, I'll upload it, then share it, and then you can archive it later. Make sure that your links are working. Make sure that your links are consistent across all your social media. Make sure that you're testing your different hashtags and seeing what works. My video's mess. What do you mean? Oh, it might be. It's kind of weird lately. It says 60 FPS to me. It might be your internet. But there have been times where it just like dips down to 30 FPS. Yeah, just learn how to do some little graphics. And even if it's not like, oh, you're getting covered in the press or something, just do your own little photo edit or your own little thing about, oh, I got this many plays or whatever. Anything like that. So if you have any questions, ladies, gentlemen, everyone else, friends, foes, squirrels, hit me up. Hit me up in my DMs at It's Kisos, Instagram, Twitter. You saw my Instagram all day. Or you can hit me up on Twitch or Discord or anywhere. And I'll see you next week. We got a lot to talk about next week too, baby. So strap in, Dwalling. Strap in, Dwalling, and I'll see you then. 3 p.m. Okay, bye-bye.